Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? My name is André Martineau. I'm here with my buddy Sam Burgess.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Andre.
You having a good day?
I'm having the best day we can have.
It's been a full year since we've been.
A full year. We made it through everything.
Full cycle.
Glad to be here with you.
And we are here at the Alpharetta Super-Sod, right on McFarland, right off the exit 12 off of 400. You can see our lovely store and facility right here.
Yeah, what a great store you have. Like, what all do you offer at this store?
So we just recently got mulch in, and as you can see right here, we got all our stone in, so we're plenty in stock for that. So if you have any questions about some stone work, please come down and see us and talk to us about it. You can see our big bags of soil 3 right there in the back there, so we have plenty of it in stock. So yeah.
Can anyone come down here?
Absolutely. So we cater to residential and commercial customers. So don't hesitate. Come on down and talk to us about your grass needs. We specialize in sod, and that's our main focus here. But we also have other things to help take care of your grass and give you a beautiful lawn. So today is our November Lawn Tips Live that we're going to come to you with. We're going to talk about our warm season and cool season grasses. And this store is run by our very own Kevin Kilgore, so shouts out to him. Thank you, sir, for all that you do. And so we're going to start off with our warm season grasses. Is that good with that?
Sure. What are warm season grasses?
All right, so our warm season grasses are our grasses that spread out. All right, so we're talking about Tifway Bermuda, we're talking about Tif-Tuff Bermuda, Zenith Zoysia, Zeon Zoysia, and Tif Blair Centipede. So first things first. You do not want to fertilize right now. This is not the time to fertilize. You're going to want to wait till our springtime to do that, along with your aeration as well. So that's all in the springtime. Come up for that time. You want to make sure you take care of that then. So not right now, no fertilizer anymore for the winter and fall season, right?
Why is that?
Because the granulars that we would put out normally during the springtime, if you put that out now, it could be detrimental to your grass, possibly cause fungus, and nobody wants that kind of an issue.
Nobody wants it.
A second thing is it's too late to put down pre-emergent as well. So if you were to put it down right now, its effectiveness would be a lot lower than you would have done early in the fall around September and October. So don't worry about pre-emergent. You're going to want to put that down. You have a chance to put it down in February, so don't put it down right now. If you have winter weeds come up, you can do some light mowing. You won't want to do anything with like a big zero turn or a riding mower, but with a push mower or self-propelled, something like that. Or you can do some hand weeding, as our friend Hillary likes to say, get down there and pull some weeds with that.
You know, be one with your yard.
Be one with the yard.
You gotta be delicate with it, man. It's your baby.
That's your baby. So other thing is, you can still install dormant sod. Two biggest versions of that would be the Zenith Zoysia and our Tif-Tuff Zoysia.
Gotcha.
Or Tif-Tuff Bermuda, I'm sorry, Tif-Tuff Bermuda. You can
Okay.
still install those during the winter time. It will be dormant when you put it down, but don't worry, you can put it down, and when spring rolls around up, you can it'll start to root in and establish itself.
Good deal. Good
Also, you want to continue to make sure you maintain your yards. You want to blow off leads, gather them up, get the kids out there, get them involved in this process. So you want to make sure you blow off and clean up all the leaves off the grass, because those can also cause fungus and things like that. But speaking of fungus on grass, we do have our Headway G. We're just joking. It's only a 30-pound bag. The amazing thing about this
I feel like I did.
You did
25-pound bag.
You did most of that work.
Did you do 5
I
pounds?
probably did 5.
Okay.
I just, you're strong. Anyway. So with the Headway G, even though it's a 30-pound bag, you get at least 2 to 3 applications for a medium to small size yard. And this is going to help with your yard as far as fungus and diseases. It's going to stop and prevent those on your yard once you put it and apply it. Another thing is it's a pro level granular, so they use it on golf courses, and we're offering it to you. So just know that you're taking advantage of that as well. So I'm gonna kick it over to you and talk about cool season grasses.
Sure thing. But listen, if you have any questions or anything, we have the number right down here, or you can go and chat on our website.
Absolutely.
So if you, like I said, if you have any questions during all this, please feel free to call the number below. But yeah, I'm going to talk about fescue today. It's the time of the season. Tis the season for fescue. When the leaves fall, you got to start putting the seed down. Okay, so you talked about warm season grasses and how they grow. Well, fescue grows a little bit different. Fescue grows from a seed. So if you have any of these holes in your yard or anything like that, and you have a fescue yard, it's not going to fill in. You're going to have to do that yourself. So you're going to have to do that by seed. So like I said, the timing is now. We're getting into the cooler temperatures. Fescue is a cool season grass, so it really, really likes those cool temperatures at night. It can survive, some of the heat of the day, but really the nighttime temperature is what we really look at.
Now let me ask you this: how long do I have to put out my fescue seed?
Well, that's a great question. So just seed or sod, we're going to talk about both, but I would say you want to do it right now. You can do it all the way through the wintertime. You can continue to reseed, say you've missed some spots or whatnot. You can continue to reseed all the way through, the first of the year, but we really don't want you going into the spring because the seed really doesn't have a chance to make it through our Georgia summer. Because
sounds good.
Our
it gets
weather,
hot here.
It's volatile.
Very hot. 100.
It's like a wet blanket out here. All right, so like I said, timing is now. So if you're ready to, and you're thinking about doing a fescue sod, that's the perfect time to do it now. We just want to make sure that no one puts a pre-emergent on it if you're going to do anything with seed or sod. And that goes for warm season grass too. You don't want to put a pre-emergent out. Absolutely. Because that's very detrimental for the sod or the seed. It's going to do its job. It's going to inhibit that sod from taking root, and you're going to be very disappointed in the end result.
Now, normally when we install grass, we usually tell customers to put some kind of soil amendment down or start a fertilizer. Now, is there any kind of fertilizer or granular we can put down with fescue?
Sure, yeah. So what we want to do is we want to first prep the yard. All right, we want to, just like you said, get your kids out of the house. Everybody's been locked up, man. It's just been a crazy year. So get them out of the house, get them cleaning up all the leaves, the debris, any kind of stuff that's in your yard that may inhibit that seed falling to the soil. We really want that seed to soil contact. That's the most important thing of all. So we really recommend kind of raking up any dead thatch, any dead layers that have accumulated over the year. Rake it all up, get it out of there, get it really clean, so that way you have a clean slate to start with. So then you want to seed. Or, okay, if you also have been playing in your backyard with your kids, maybe y'all have been getting out in the year and you've got dogs, kids, four-wheeler, dump truck, whatever, you got some compaction. We want to alleviate that compaction by core aerifying, or core aerating is what it's called. So we want to take out some cores to alleviate that compaction, to get some air moving through the soil, to really help your yard get off to the best start we want it to. All right, and so then we're going to go out with seed. Before we talk about fertilizer, we want to talk about seed. Seed is important, man. I'm telling you.
What do you got there?
This is called a blue tag certification. So this is what you really want to look for when you're looking at seed. So anytime you go and select your seed, you really want to make sure that you're looking for a blue tag certified seed. This means that the seed has been through thorough cleansing and that it's been checked for any noxious weed seeds, because we don't want you to have a beautiful yard and then you go out and you buy some, just clearance rack fescue seed and you throw it out in your yard. And
you want them to get the best possible product.
Exactly, because if you do that, you've littered your yard with weeds potentially, and that's a no-no. We don't want that to happen. So make sure seed selection is first and very important. Secondly, like what you were talking about, soil amendments, we recommend putting out a 16-4-8 with iron fertilizer, which we offer here at the beautiful store in Alpharetta.
In stock.
Which is rare these days. So this is really just going to help to give the grass, whether it's sod or seed, a good base to, when it germinates, it can just have something to feed off of. And we recommend actually reapplying this throughout the winter times, because we have a lot of rain and stuff, and fescue is constantly growing through the winter. Sometimes it gets a little cold. It may not look like it's growing as much, but it's still growing. So it's growing all the way through the wintertime, all the way into the spring. So you want to continuously feed it, unlike your warm season grasses.
Now, as far as maintenance goes, we want to continue to mow it. What height should we be mowing our fescue grass?
Okay, great question. So when we're prepping to seed, we really want to take our height down to about 3 to 2.5 inches so that we can open it up and allow that seed to fall through. But after that, we really kind of want to grow it back up and let that seed germinate. So anywhere from 3.5 to 4 inches. It's a good healthy height for the fescue. It can grow up to as high as you want it, or it can grow. It just doesn't like low maintenance, because it's just putting a lot more stress on the actual plant.
Now it's wintertime. It's still kind of raining. Should we be watering our fescue?
Very, very important question, and I can't say this enough. Water. When you put out seed or sod, the first 2 weeks are the most important, Andre, because this is when the plant is at its most vulnerable state. So if a seed gets wet, it needs to stay wet until it cracks its seed coating and it throws a root. Because if it gets wet and dries out, it becomes inviable, and it's not going to fill, and it's not even going to germinate.
You wasted your money on product.
You wasted your time and money, and no one wants to do that. And same goes for sod too. Fescue sod doesn't really recover as well as, say, Bermuda grass or zoysia grass does. So you really have to be delicate with it. You want to make sure you're watering it every day. And I know you get a day like today, like what we've had here, a rainy, cloudy day, you may not need to water. But we go through these days where you need to make sure you're watering your grass. And after that 2-week window, when everything is germinated, we can just back off of watering, and it becomes, maybe every 3 days or something like that. It's a monitoring thing. You want to make sure you're monitoring your grass. Don't just let it go and think that it's going to do its own thing, because it's still a living, breathing thing. It needs your attention and care. So yeah, like I said, it's water is the most important thing at the end of the day. Lastly, we want to put out some lime. Lime is one of those things where you can do it. It's not really going to see the effects because it takes so long, but here in Georgia we have a lot of different soil types, and mainly it's red clay. So we really want to kind of keep that pH neutral, and that's what lime helps to do. Because if any time that pH gets a little off kilter, it can really lock up a nutrient that could be very vital for your fescue or your Bermuda grass or zoysia grass.
Now, can I ask you this? Can a customer put down lime and fertilizer down at the same time?
Yes, we actually do recommend it. Just go ahead and do it. There's no real risk with lime. And if you've got a question about what your pH is, go ahead and take a soil sample and take it to your local county extension agent. They'll be more than happy to do a soil test for you, and they will tell you where your soil pH level is, because that's a very important number. We want to really keep that in the neutral zone, and that's what the lime is going to help to do.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Remember, there's a number at the bottom. You can always give us a call. Our chat is open on the website for more information there as well, or you can come stop by and come see me or any of our helpful associates. We thank you so much for watching Lawn Tips Live here at the Super-Sod.